Welcome to Slab Podcast, episode 78, where the grades matter and there are no rules. How you doing? Happy New Year, Professor Oak.
Happy New Year, Mr. Dagreenshiz. Josh, how are you?
Man, I missed you. It's honestly, it's been, as we were just talking, it's been a
minute.
while. So it feels good to be back. We're
Been a
back.
minute. Holidays got a little wild there for a minute, didn't they? Leading up to Christmas, craziness happening.
Yeah, all my time off. I had like almost just over 2 weeks off. Man, it's tough going back to work, and
yeah,
it's not good, man. It's not good. But I'm excited to be here in the hobby still. So this is 2025, so this will be my 5th calendar year, like back in the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Same for you, I believe, correct?
Yeah, about that. Yep.
So, wow, look at us. This is
flying by.
5 years of my life is like a sixth of my life, like almost a seventh, like a probably close in between a sixth or a seventh of my life.
Yeah,
I'm doing this shit. So,
and things are good. The market's hot. People are still going crazy for steel. Slabs are at all-time highs for a lot of them. Singles are selling brilliantly. Like, things are wonderful in this hobby right now, right?
it is. It's pretty insane. I'm sad I didn't.
It's great.
Go harder, to be honest.
Yeah.
I talked about one of the last episodes.
A bunch of ETBs.
Yeah, talked about pulling out my 401k in one of the last episodes, and I probably fucking should have. I should have listened to my own.
Hey, seize the day.
So you get for not just YOLOing, you know?
Still can.
Who
knows what 2026 brings?
I know. I saw the writing on the wall, though, 3 months ago. Right now, it's, I don't know if I'd want to dump my 401k into it.
Now, I feel like just in general, a really good time to like move things into where you really want them to be, whether that's cash or sealed or the slabs that you want. Like, I feel like now is a good time where things are liquid and moving and popping. And it's a good time to take advantage of that, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome, man. So I look forward to, in this episode, reflecting a little bit on 2024, the wrap up of that. Some of the Secret Santa stuff we'll talk on, and a bunch of other cool topics. The gem rate numbers, comparing those, so that'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to just getting back in the swing of things. It's going to be good. Appreciate you guys coming. Listening.
Yeah, welcome in.
I think this is the 3rd calendar year of this podcast, right? I think we had talked about before.
It was technically the 4th, because we did that one like a week or two before we started it in January.
I thought that was of 2023. No, that was 2022.
We did it the whole of 2023 and 2024, and then the end of 22
was sense.
When we did the release. We just did 2 full years. This is going into our 3rd full year.
So 78 episodes, 2 full years of doing it. We've missed 30 episodes. Not quite 30. 24.
Yeah, something like that.
Not too bad. That's like more than every other week. Look at us.
It's great. That's a lot. We've talked a lot. We've talked a lot about stuff.
This is the last episode, everybody. I'm sorry. We're back and go after stuff.
There's still obviously a lot to talk about. I mean, it was every week we'll come in, there's notes, there's things happening, that there's stuff popping. So
how many words are on our note sheet now? Does it say on the bottom of the sheet?
How many what?
Words are on this document? And of course it doesn't.
No, because it's Google.
Google sucks ass. How's Google so good?
F you Abacus.
Seriously.
Oh wait, they're probably listening. I shouldn't say that.
Who's Abacus? Isn't that a thing you do math with?
They own Google.
Abacus owns Google?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Owns Google. I've never heard of this Abacus in my life. Anyways.
Did it say it was Abacus?
I don't know. I didn't. It said when I Googled Abacus owning Google, the first thing that popped up was Abacus AI. So Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
It begins with an A. I'm pretty sure they're owned by a bigger company of dark web crazy people.
Yeah, for sure.
Incredibly rich, I'm sure.
They're doing all right. They're doing all right.
Yeah. A long way.
Let's jump into our spicy comment winner from an effing month ago, at least. Basic Trainer, my guy. Appreciate you participating in Secret Santa this year, and
yay!
Hope you enjoyed that Aerodactyl I sent you, a super miscut from the 151 packs I opened. He had said distributors are the real market manipulators. What do you think? Is that spicy? Is that spicy to you, or is that facts?
I kind of like it. It's so easy to point fingers at people, right? It's like people on YouTube or people on Instagram, or people buying lots of stuff and holding on to it and doing buyouts, and there's all these things that feel like they're like the end point of it. But you're kind of right, isn't it? Like distributors really could manipulate stuff. They could just hold stock from Pokemon. I guess the only question I do have with it though is, can they? Like, is Pokemon monitoring that? Like, how many they're sending, and like, do they get numbers on what's sold and what pre-orders they get, and like what inventory they have? I don't know how closely they work with distributors on that stuff, but I know if I was Pokemon, I'd want that stuff being sold and out there on the market. Like, I'd want to get it all pushed out, right? You'd want it on shelves. So I don't think I'd be very happy with that distributor if they were holding on to things and, I don't know, doing stuff. I think what I first think of is I remember Mason talking about distributors upping prices up on stuff, on like reprinted versions of things, and changing prices a little bit. And that was stuck in my mind, that they could just do that, and just like say you can have one of something.
Yeah.
Bizarre. So they definitely have some control. I think I'm naive and that I don't know enough about it, how it all works. But what's your thoughts?
The way you were just talking about it never made me realize that my industry also uses distribution in some aspects. Fasteners for cars. And those companies that sell as distribution, like we sell to distributors because they have specific partnerships with automotive manufacturers. Like Tesla likes working with companies like Bassard. This company, Bassard, it basically limits it to where they only have one supplier. Instead of having 5,000 in the United States, all of us ship to Bassard, and Bassard supplies the Tesla. So it makes
they just put an order in for all the things that they need, basically.
It makes Tesla's life way easier. Even though they're paying a slight premium for that service, that's how they are in business. All they are is like a warehouse, and that's all they got to do is warehouse products, and then they distribute when needed. But I feel like the people that give and sell to distributors, as soon as it leaves our door, we're paid out. Do what you want with it is pretty much what it comes down to, and I'm thinking it's probably the same. So I do think Pokemon is a little bit unplugged, but I think they would also swift kick somebody right in the nuts if they were like really messing things up. Like, hey, you're the Walmart distributor, and they don't have product on their shelves, and they're calling us, telling us they didn't get it. Like, you're going to lose your Walmart contract. Like, there's going to be that type of shit. So they're not going to do it too much because Pokemon will kill them. So I think that there is a little bit where they can hold back products. I think we all think they do that at some level. They're not going to just unload it all.
Yeah.
Oh, wave two, even though we've had it, we're just going to sell it later or something like that. So there's definitely some manipulation. I do agree with it. Great comment.
Is Rudy a distributor?
Is what?
Is Rudy technically a distributor?
Yeah, he's just it's exactly what it is. What do they call those again? They don't call them distributors. I forget what they call them. The people that sell. like that. They get in
I don't know
wholesale.
if
They still do a wholesale. They call it wholesale.
Wholesaling, but I don't know who he's buying from, if he's getting it direct or not.
He's basically a distributor, though. He's getting his from distribution, but he is distribution also.
And he talks about holding a pallet back and 2 pallets back and stuff like that.
It's
so
just another layer of distribution. They call it wholesale group. Like people do wholesale memberships, and you can get into their, like Rudy. A bunch of people have been doing it, but yeah.
Interesting. Good one, Basic.
Very cool. You got to let's hear your spicy comment.
Oh yeah, I got one. I got one for this week. I'm gonna say that 2025 is the year for sealed product. This is where we have the sealed boom.
2025 is the year for sealed products.
Yep.
1 second, I gotta grab my my secret, my spicy comment. I'm grabbing it right now. This is the best Pokemon game.
It's a Violet.
Pokemon Violet, and it is blurry as F. That has ever come out. Best Pokemon game that's ever come out. No contest. I'm going to break this shit.
Have you been playing Pocket still?
Oh, yeah. I'm like a fucking Pokemon whore right now. It's not even great. I got a fucking Switch. I'm like a freaking 12-year-old, dude. It's amazing.
Mine's in the other room now. Yeah, I've been playing it. When I have a break every now and again, I'll jump on it. I think it's got a little bit too easy for me. I want them to like. They need to add some more stuff now, some more like competitions or I need a little bit more from it.
Easy?
Like I completed like all the missions. They just released a new one, and I literally completed it like the first day.
The Blastoise one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did all 14 points, for whatever it was, with the different things in it. I was like, it's too easy. We need a challenge now. We need challenges.
Have you completed any of the booster pack sets? Like collected all the cards or anything?
I'm missing 2 from the new one. I got 66 out of 68, and the original one, Apex. I think I'm missing. I think they're controlling my account a little bit. I'm missing, I think, exactly 1 from each energy type.
Oh, shit. Doing well. Oh, okay.
I think I'm missing 1 from like fire, water, electricity, grass, like literally 1 from each. I don't know why. I don't know what that is.
No, interesting. No, I've been enjoying it. I usually turn it on twice a day or so. Just whatever. And then I'll do like when they have the 45 challenges, I'll play those in a week. It was over break this time, so it was really easy.
It's fun.
I'm enjoying it. Changing the decks up. Yeah, it'll be interesting when they introduce trading. That'll be cool. So,
and I want tournaments.
Yeah, if you could do, for sure. Like if I could, I think who the hell was it? It was Weedle's Warehouse was having a pocket tournament, but it's probably something he controlled. It was in Discord or something. I don't know how he did it at all, but it would be cool if you could build it into the freaking app. That would be amazing. Like a password setup. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I think if there was like a public one too, and maybe 50 people jump in or something, and the winner gets like 200 hourglasses, they can open like 10 packs or 20 packs or something. I would sit on that all night. I would do
That'd be bad. That would be bad for me. Yeah.
It'd be fun. I feel like it's got a lot of potential, but on the other hand, I know they're trying to keep it simple, right? They've already simplified the deck and the table, like all the, you can't even paralyze, or whatever. Like there's certain things, and you can't paralyze, but there's certain things you can't do in it. There's certain cards and things that you can't have, because of the deck size and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think there's a lot to come there, but yeah.
So shout out to the Secret Santa people of 2024 from the Professor Oak's Lab Discord. Y'all are legends.
It's a solid group of people. We got some pretty cool people in there this year. That was our third one, I think, doing it right.
Sounds about right.
The first one we did when we were announcing the podcast. We kicked it off and did that. So yeah, super exciting. I think the pictures and like the opening videos and stuff, like really, it just adds like a cherry on top at Christmas time. Bringing us together and stuff, and seeing that excitement, and everybody talking about waiting for the deliveries and when they get them and stuff. It's brilliant. I got spoiled for sure. I feel pretty cool about mine. So yeah, it was nice seeing everyone else's, and yeah, pretty awesome.
So how do you? We set the limit. What is it? $25, $35? I don't remember.
I think $30 slab. Yeah.
Minimum? Do we say minimum?
Max. No, it was like suggested value or something.
Yeah. So
I forget.
In my brain, I'm always like, all right, I'm gonna go around the suggested and be a good boy and follow the rules. And then I see other people just going way over the top.
Oh yeah, some people were naughty. Yeah.
I'm thinking I should do that next year. I almost feel bad sometimes. I'm like, damn, I only spent like $35 on that slab I sent that guy.
Supposed to.
I know.
It's the whole like don't tell your kids that the expensive presents are from Santa.
Yeah.
Thing, right? You don't want all the other kids at school to feel bad about it, about not getting the fancy ones. But like, there's some really cool slabs you can get for $30. Maybe we need to change it. Maybe prices have gone up to the point where it needs to be $40, $50 or something. Maybe we do it. I know when we first did it, obviously it's a couple of years ago now. $30 made sense. Like there was a lot you could do with $30. You could definitely get slabs. I don't think we were in like a as much of a boom.
I feel like right now, an ETB for $30 back then.
Yeah, I remember buying Vivid Voltage for $25. ETBs, like some of the stuff was kind of low back then. And honestly, I was searching for the person that I was buying for. There was a specific slab I wanted to get. I could not find it anywhere near $30, and it was not an expensive card. It's just like no one wanted to sell it for $30. It was odd. I mean, I was seeing a lot of like pretty junky cards listed. The lowest listed were like $40 and $50 and stuff, and it's tough. So yeah, maybe we do need to revisit that. I definitely spent more than I should have, but I think, I think it's like maybe like ask everyone, and maybe we'll like do like a poll or something.
I was just thinking to do the poll inside of there and ask that group.
Yeah, like a comfort level. And also, a lot of people were asking, like, does it have to be a slab? And I think just for like shipping and uniformity, I think it makes the most sense. And also, when it's real, like the validation and like being able to sign it and the card not be damaged and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of positives to being a slab. But I'm open to whatever if we do want to change it.
And part of the reason I wanted to keep it a slab for a while because I was reshipping them, and that was way easier for me to reship slabs instead of blankets and pet dogs and all this other shit that people will send me. But
it was a lot cheaper for us this year. The last couple of years we spent a lot on the shipping, didn't we?
Yeah,
it was a lot of money.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it was awesome. Appreciate seeing everyone's videos. Here's a great 2025. We're only just under 12 months, about 12 months away from Christmas again. So buckle up. It's coming around the corner.
We're like 100. I think we're 140 days away from the next like holiday day. This is a dry time of year for holidays.
That's really depressing.
Sorry.
Like, what is that? Labor Day, Memorial Day, something.
May 26th, I think. May 25th.
Labor Day. It's gotta be Labor Day.
I don't know. I've only been here 12 years, bro. I have no idea.
Don't you need that for that test to be a citizen?
Yes, probably.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't even started studying yet.
Oh, it's definitely Memorial Day. Damn it, I was off.
Memorial Day. Yeah, makes sense. I thought
That's
Memorial
a big one.
was
Sounds really important. Memorial's May 26th, so that's a big one. Like, sheesh.
140 days. Okay. So 2024 reflection. We wanted to touch on that.
Yeah, what were just some of your highlights? Like, just in the notes, there's just different things that happen. You don't got to go through and pick each one, or maybe
I should have made notes on this and prepped a little bit, because I think there's a lot to unpack with last year. It was an active year, right?
I was struggling to come off the dome with some of it, and it was a lot. One of the biggest things, I think, was the GameStop PSA partnership, as far as infecting slabs and the whole grading hobby as a whole. That is probably the biggest influencer that I had seen. But yeah, what are some of your highlights?
Yeah, that GameStop, I feel like it's been fairly successful too. I feel like it's definitely helped them. I know we were a little like dubious. I know I was feeling a little dubious of what that's going to look like, having known how badly they've done, these past 10 years or so with everything else. I guess Funkos, they got lucky with Funkos. They probably sold a bunch of those. And this Pokemon thing, I guess it might have saved them a little bit. I don't know what the stock is doing. I don't know what profits were like last year. I don't know when their fiscal year is, but
yeah, their stocks are 2x what they were January 8th last year.
Right. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's probably had a pretty good impact. So yeah, that's a really big one to call out. I think a surprisingly good year for Scarlet and Violet too. I know when we were in Sword and Shield, a lot of people were like pretty skeptical of Scarlet and Violet, and the first few sets, people weren't crazy about it. I think 151 was a big one, but I feel like last year we had some pretty solid sets. I say that. I just opened Surge and Sparks and pulled nothing. I pulled like a $9 card, and that was, I think, the only hit I got in the whole box. So didn't love that. And then, yeah, Pikachu. You got the gray felt hat on here, but I think just in general, Pikachu's just been electric.
Yeah.
The past year, it's always been the guy, obviously, but Charizard. 2024 wasn't Charizard's year. Like, it was definitely hotter, a couple of years back.
But yeah, not much.
The terrestrial one's good. Like, I think that's a cool one. But Pikachu's had a really strong year. I was hoping we'd get another special delivery at Christmas time. Not necessarily a Pikachu, but maybe Pikachu being on it. So maybe this year.
I think the Millennium Print Group is absolutely effed right now, and they can't keep up. So
yeah,
Pokemon's gonna have to turn out another supply source soon. At this rate, they can't keep going.
You know what? What has ticked me off? This is a 2024 one for sure. Pokemon Center, their customer services for shipments is terrible. I ordered, so my Secret Santa, I ordered a bunch of stuff off Pokemon Center for them.
Yeah.
And when I went to check out, it auto-filled my old address. And I didn't catch it because I'd already ordered here before. So I don't even know why I entered my old one. It must have just been saved in there by accident. Because I've ordered a bunch of stuff here at this address before. And I accidentally clicked it, and then I realized after I clicked it, so I contacted them literally right away. I talked to them, and they were like, "Yeah, no, we can't cancel the order I was like, can you reroute it? They're like, no, can't reroute it. I was like, so what do we do? And they were like, nothing. Like you can't do anything. So I was like, what? So I had to, and I spent a little bit of money on the order, and I had to buy it again and ship it to you. So it cost me double for everything.
You didn't go stake out that freaking driveway? I would have been.
I went and knocked on the door after it got delivered because obviously I had the tracking and everything, and I got a delivery notification. They wouldn't answer. They wouldn't answer the door.
They're in there fucking ripping it open, motherfuckers.
Yeah, some nice stuff too. I did get some nice stuff. So yeah, I mean, dumb. Like, how is that not a thing to be able to cancel an order 30 seconds after you place it? Terrible.
Who do they ship with? I thought it was FedEx.
Yeah.
I swear, when FedEx is in transit, you can click a button to have it get delivered to like a CVS.
Yep.
And you can go pick it up from there instead of going to the location.
There's one down the road. Yeah, and I tried, and they said no. They said it was a wet signature. So,
damn.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy about that at all. Obviously, I want to recoup money because if I could have got the box, and like you say, if they would have let me do the pickup, or if I could have got it from that house, if they would have opened the door, I could have just done a return. Just could have returned it. I didn't need a duplicate of everything that I bought. But yeah, so sorting out Pokemon Center, that sucked. And just in general, my year was tricky for me because I was like not as engaged with the hobby, buying and selling as much as the year prior. 2023 was definitely a big year for me, but I was watching and listening. I was like very active. I just, in terms of like, in between stuff, taking stuff on board, I just wasn't doing as much. My sales are definitely lower last year in the hobby because I was doing my degree. I started back up with a degree again, and it kind of sucks your soul out of you. So it's a tough one for me, juggling that. Having a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old, and then my job. I took on a much bigger role at work. Pretty big promotion there, so that consumed a lot of it. So it was just a very, very tough year to really do a lot within it. But I had fun. Like, I've done some stuff, some buying and selling, some collecting. I have each of the ETBs so far here. That's been fun, building that little collection. I got binders organized for the first time since I was like 10. It's been nice getting like actual binders like really up and running and organized and stuff of things. So that's been cool. I feel like you've done a million things. I feel like it was a massive year for you. Like, there was a lot of the videos you've done. Like, it's just completely different shots, different like grading stuff and selling stuff, consigning different places, selling in person different places. Like, I feel like you've just a killer year. So let's hear about yours.
It was profitable, paying the tax man in the next couple months, which is never fun, but here it is. We got to do that. But yeah, it was a really good year for selling. The consignments put it over the top, selling through Z&G and Catch 'em All. The taxes on that I didn't buy nearly enough to cover all of that. So that is definitely gonna hit me. But the consignments was great. So that really wasn't a thing. I never had sold through PWCC. I had sold through Z&G since his inception, really, in consigning. It was infrequently for the most part. It's still pretty infrequent, I would say, maybe more than the average man, but not shipping them cards weekly or barely monthly, not even. So yeah, I really do like consignment services, especially as a working man. Like, just saves me tons of time. So that's good. But yeah, I did not buy much this year. And the things I bought, it was like few and far between. Like, I bought this cell phone that I recently did a video on. I bought another Jared Goff rookie card. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby. Yeah, not a whole lot. So I got my eyes on a bunch of things. I would like to, I don't know if this will be the year, probably not. the first edition base set binder with the Shadowless and the Unlimited to get that finished. It's got a long way to go, but there's a lot in there still. So that'd be cool. Got to rearrange my office. That's going to be happening soon.
You sold Zapdos?
Yeah, sold all the Zapdos stuff basically through Fanatics. Not all, but a lot. Like, I think it was like 36 grand or something like that, all in.
Yep.
So that was a chunk. But I was just looking through all my Zapdos cards I still have, and I stack up all the slabs I have, and it's literally like this high of Zapdos PSA 10. Still. Oh yeah. I just sold all the old ones, really. So I got tons of new. I still have a handful of old ones. That's a banger.
You know what? I've just realized as you were talking about that stuff, 2024 is the year that I really ventured outside of Pokemon and ventured into other slabs and other products. I bought a lot of stuff that was not Pokemon, like the One Piece collection, like all those cards, and Toy Story and She-Hulk, and just like random cards that I liked and I thought were cool, random slabs, comics. You know, I've bought comics and magazines and stuff too, and CGC slabs. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Pretty like cool year for just embracing. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I think we talked about it right in that one episode. A lot of just doing what people normally start out doing. You know, I kind of reverted back to that, I guess. So I don't know what this year brings. I would like to focus on being profitable, making a profit this year, because this year I was, but not purposefully. I was just trying to scrape by and like sell things and buy things and just do whatever I could. I didn't really have a mission to like really make profit, to make some real money. I'd like to put more time and effort into that, you know, outside of the degree and the kids and stuff. I want to carve more time for that this year. You got any goals this year?
More so just continue kind of what I have with the flipping is the biggest one.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of buying TCG player stuff, grading it, flipping it, buying from shows, grading it, flipping it. So more so continuing down that path is kind of the main goal. And then the sealed investment stuff, which is just in the background cooking. So
do you think you're going to be playing around with the Rocket set when that finally drops?
My original plan was to sell all of my sealed stuff to buy into that.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think I mentioned in this video, I was gonna, but I also thought Lost Origin was going to peak out at $300, and it's $350, $400 now, and it's already past that. So maybe you want to watch it run a little bit because Evolving Skies is over $1,000 or whatever. So I don't know. I got to make the decision whether I just hold it for a little bit longer or I maybe sell some and buy some Rocket. But yeah, my original plan was to liquidate everything and just dump whatever that chunk of money is straight into Rocket and just do it again. And then I probably should. I should do that.
I think a big one that's going to be a deciding factor on that for me, and probably most other people is going to be if we get some glimpses of some pretty cool cards, some pretty special cards.
Yep.
They're going to have to knock our socks off, especially after these, you know, these current sets that are going on. There's going to be a lot of hype for that Umbreon.
Yep.
A lot.
That's the reason that I base all of my sealed purchases on what the set holds. So
yeah,
which is why I only have 2, 151 and Lost Origin. So I missed the Evolving Skies kind of. I did have a bunch and I sold it when it was like $500 a box, but yeah, crazy. It'll be interesting. It's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a fun year.
And that's that. I mean, it'll be here before we know it. You know, these ones right now are creeping up pretty quick. We've got the next one. Prismatic hits next week, I think. Right? It's next Friday,
17th. 9 days. Yep.
Yep. So they'll be shipping out Tuesday, Wednesday, or something. Maybe Thursday.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna be Crown Zenith print quality or if it's gonna be dog shit. I'm curious. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's really good because I love buying Crown Zenith because of how minty it is raw. I really would like just another set like that. Like honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
Why the Masquerade wasn't too bad.
That Surgeon Sparks I just opened, it was pretty bad. White spots on everything.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the box you gifted me for Christmas, most of the cards didn't have whitening, all the hollows. So I was like, all right.
That's good.
So I'm going to grade some base hollows because they look dope. Like this freaking Infernape.
Oh, yeah.
Thing's dope as hell.
I mean, even if you only get like $30, like what's grading at the moment? There's no special, is there? Is it?
It's probably 15, 14.
Yeah. But you can still make profit.
Yeah. For sure. If it'll 10, I ain't going to send it in if it ain't. So,
yeah. Send in what you've got. I know that I was expecting more like I know they were kind of shifting towards like the trainer waifu style cards, towards the beginning of Scarlet and Violet. I thought that was going to get like bigger. I thought it was going to be a bigger thing with more of them. There's been like a pretty steady amount in each set. It seems like, we've got one or two nice ones. So I'm curious with these next, this Rocket set, because it's about the team. It's about the people, not just the Pokemon, right? So I'm curious. I don't know. Jesse James type cards, like what they're going to look like. I'm excited for it. Some of those trainer ones.
I'm almost more excited now for the trainer set because I've played through the most of 5 gyms in Violet, and now knowing the characters and the story, it changes the way you look at these things. It's crazy. Like that was my connection with the 151 is like I played those games, even the Gen 2s and the Gen 3s, I played the shit out of those games. Like I know those Pokemon. And I feel like most of the generations between it, besides a little bit of Diamond, but I don't know most of those Pokemon. Like I could play Who's That Pokemon and not know 60% of them.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm getting, like for Violet, it's weird that I jumped all of these generations and now could probably start, oh yeah, that freaking bird, I clapped his cheek 17 times on the mountain. Yeah, that's my guy. Like
love it.
Yeah.
That's been fun with Pocket too. There's been some, there's been a few cards in there. I'm like
Superior and all that's not this era.
Pretty good. Yeah. Like I've been kicking butt with Graplocked. Like fighting Graplocked. He's Clobberpuss, and then Graplocked is like the evolution of him. And I mean, that thing like kicks ass. It hits 70 and knocks the active Pokemon out. Well, not out of the active spot and to the bench, and then they have to pull another one on. So when they pull another one, if it's a starter because it's on the bench, like you just knock it out again, and the other one comes back and it's got no energy left because you already took 70 off. It's got no HP left. Sorry. So yeah, it's been fun, but there's a lot of cool Pokemon. I was looking at some like a Galvantula card the other day. It was based on like a tarantula. I was like, that's cute too. Like I kind of like that. There's a lot of fun ones at the moment. There's some that I'm like, we don't need that. Like there's a couple I'm not into, but there's a lot of new ones. And honestly, I mean, it's not going to be that long till we have our next generation. I mean, how many sets we're coming up on the 12th set?
12.
The Scarlet and Violet is hitting now.
What'd you just look at? Just check that.
I got one of each ETB just here.
Oh. Yep. 12 sets coming out. Yep.
Yeah. So I was like counting real quick, 5 and 6.
How many were in the last era?
I 15, 16 or something. Like this has got to be the last year, surely.
I feel like new Pokemon games come out in the fall. That's not this year, though. It can't be.
It's got to be. Surely. I don't think it goes longer than 3 years.
All right. No way. It can't be this year. Because we are in set 12.
Yeah, this is set 12 next week. We do Bulbapedia. Actually, I have it up right now. So in Scarlet and Violet, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, hang on. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 sets in Scarlet and Violet. So we're, technically over 2/3 of the way there. So this has got to be the last year for it.
All right. So I just did ChatGPT and I made it make a chart for me. Let me see. So yeah, it came out. Scarlet and Violet came out in November of 2022. And the one before that was Sword and Shield in 2019. In November.
Yeah, so it looks like both of them had 12 main sets.
Are we really in the new gen this fucking November? That's the math. It's mathing out to be that.
Yeah, Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield both had 12 main sets, which means Prismatic's about to hit, and then we have 4 main sets, which will carry us through this year, and then we're done. Yeah.
I find it really hard to believe.
So we might get, when they do that, what's it called? When they do the live YouTube thing, and about what's up and coming,
Pokemon Day or whatever, yeah,
town hall thing, whatever. I mean, that's only in a couple of weeks, I think. That's pretty soon, isn't it? Isn't that in January?
February 27th is Pokemon Day.
February, yeah. So that's only a few weeks away. Maybe we'll get a glimpse.
Apparently, that day is the anniversary day of Pokemon Red and Green. So that'll be the official 30th anniversary next year, February 27th.
Wow.
I don't know. Do you think they come out with a new gen, or they're like, hey, this is our chance, anniversary time. Let's just fucking make some cool banger old school sets. That'd be dope. It'll buy them some time. It could buy them a year. Or they just close the doors and they don't make Pokemon after November.
What was missing in the last one?
What do you mean?
I know they talked about I think they talked about Pocket, and they talked about the
Z to A.
Z to A things, Z to A. And they talked about something else. And I remember saying like, oh, they didn't talk about it. But I forget what it was.
I don't know.
It was a while back now. I could probably pull it back up in Discord when we're chatting about it. But yeah, I'm super curious on what's going to come up in that.
Damn. I love ChatGPT. So cool. They just put that in a fucking chart for me like that. 2 seconds.
The sets.
The generations and their platforms and in the month and year they came out. So cool. Fun times.
Love it. Yeah, that is, and it does it instantly too. It's crazy. So yeah, 2024 is a big year. 2025 shaping up to be a pretty hot start. That's for sure. In a lot of different areas. 2024's gem rate. You want to touch on their numbers real quick?
Yeah.
So PSA did 15.34 million slabs. So averaged over 1 million a month through the year. In 2023, they did 13.5 million. So that was obviously over $1 million a month there too. CGC 2024 did 2.32 million. That was up 27% on the year prior, 1.7. So they've grown 27% growth year on year is fantastic.
The most growth out of all of them.
Huge.
Nope, I lied.
Well, we did say that we were going to see them try to capture more of the market share with what they were opening up and what they were willing to grade. They were grading more types of things and stuff, and we did think that they were going to, especially with opening it up with the sports card aspect and stuff too. Definitely going to sink more market, but SGC. A little bit tricky with SGC because they're 1.87 million, but they're also PSA. Like, they had a lot of PSA's influence and marketing and stuff behind them this year. So I don't know. Take that with a pinch of salt, I guess. Because if they would have just still been SGC, I don't know if they would have done 1.9 million. But the year before, 23, they did 1.2. So 46% growth is astronomical.
Yeah. Going forward, they are collectors group though, so it's going to probably stay the course. I could see them being right line for line with CGC at the end of this year, probably if they continue.
Yeah, I could see growth, but I don't see 50%.
Yeah,
like growth. I don't see that kind of growth coming. I guess if they start doing something new. The reason I'm saying that is because he was saying, I think when he was chatting with PK, Nat was saying, like, we're not going to do anything different. Like, they want to do their own thing and carry on doing what they're doing, so we're just letting them. Okay, doesn't sound great business wise, but like,
yeah,
okay, let them do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what to say on that. I don't think there's any shocks or surprises in that growth. We've had a pretty big year. Slabs are bigger than they've ever been. Like, they're the biggest thing in the world right now in this hobby, right? They're absolutely insane. They're liquid, the fire. Everybody wants them. What is interesting is the BGS, the Beckett numbers. They did 657,000 last year. The year prior, they'd done 772. So their sales had actually dropped 15% year on year.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, PSA, if you do it 365 days of grading, PSA graded about 40,000-ish something a day. Beckett did 1,800. So
yeah,
so I could do that at Beckett.
So Beckett was doing about the same last year of what PSA did in like the first 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yep, something around there.
It's depressing. Sorry, BGS. It's pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I know obviously the leadership issues with the arrests and all the weirdness going on there. I don't know how they're not for sale or being sold. Maybe just no one wants to entertain the idea of it. Maybe no one is interested in playing around with that. But I feel like the Black Label's got a prestige and it's a big player in the market. Like, I wouldn't want to let that go. So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, part of me was hoping the Beckett thing would die, but
yeah,
they pissed me off. I as a customer, I'll sell their shit for sure, but as far as me putting a personal collection card into one of those sons of bitches,
well, you had a pretty exceptional experience with that, right? Like, they didn't treat you very good in that situation. So
no,
I think for the most part, a lot of people are just like, they just want liquid. They just want to know they can get a PSA 10. They can get a nice CGC 10 because the CGC 10 is now easy to get too, right? So the gem aspect, it feels a little bit more like willing and able for PSA and CGC. I mean, they did 17.5 million between them. Beckett did 650, like 650,000. Not even close.
Yeah. Crazy. Awesome. Looking forward to this year. Hopefully we see some increased numbers. The GameStop partnership was only for 4 months of last year ish, I'm guessing. So it'll be interesting to see how much that will help influence PSA's numbers towards this year. So we'll know by the end of the year pretty much kind of how we're looking.
Yeah, the ease of access is nice. I'd like to think that that's going to open it up, and also like the vault and like just some of the other stuff they're doing, just making life easier for people that have always been scared of doing that stuff. Scared to ship things out, scared to grade, scared to list on eBay and stuff. You don't need to. You can just send them off to people now, and they'll just do it.
Yeah, I feel like if GameStop made a Instagram post tomorrow saying we received 3 million graded cards in 2024 or 2 million, I feel like their stock goes up that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably should do it. Probably should make a post.
Yeah.
Even if it was 1 million.
I mean, honestly, I feel like they could do more with the thing for me with the YouTuber influencer stuff is I know like you got like Leonard and like all these huge big names. They can get people that are very directed at already watching that content, already involved. Why aren't they getting celebrities in this stuff? Like there's some celebrities organically in it. Like we had Logan Paul and and Steve. Like there's all these people out there, but why aren't they paying celebrities to get on Instagram to pull people in that aren't watching Pokemon stuff, but want to come back to it or want to revisit it or whatever? If I was PSA, if I was collectors or if I was CGC, I'd be trying to get like gamer dudes to like talk about Pokemon cards and try and pull in other people, new people, try and expand like the brand awareness. Because you're not expanding any brand awareness with people that are already aware of the brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Everyone in this hobby knows what PSA and CDC is.
Yeah, they're just getting the foot traffickers, basically, is which is like 7 people. So
yeah, we'll see.
Want to talk a little bit. We've talked in and out of it a little bit. The state of the market, the way things are, touched on some, but the price of some of these cards. This is the second time we've had a boom of modern English alt arts. There was a boom. It retraced previously in the year. It was somewhere around the Orlando Collecticon is when I was buying a bunch of them. I was buying them at peak raw and then grading them and selling them basically for the price I paid for them raw, some profit. And they retraced hard. And now it's surpassed those highs by far. And it's gone way past it. Do you see this tanking again? Way like an example, like some of the Crown Zenith alt art cards. The Giratina is like a $500 freaking card. The gold one, that bitch was like when it dropped back down again, it was like 150 in a 10.
Yeah. Which is a lot of money.
Yeah, which is still a lot of money.
At that, yeah.
What do you think of all of this? Are we in a euphoria?
It feels a bit hot, doesn't it? Like it feels like we're in a bit of like a kettle, like in a pressure cooker or something. It feels like something might hit a button and release some of that pressure and things will cool down a bit, but I'm not sure what, because everything just looks so shiny and gold and like groovy right now. I don't know what could happen that might tank it a little bit. Obviously reprints, but I mean they can't. You said yourself earlier, Millennium's getting cooked. Like they can't keep up with current sets. They can't even get prismatics printed out. Like how are we going to get reprints of older stuff? And that's been it's been a tale of always time. Like, how many years have we been talking about that? You know, the whole reprint thing and why they're printing this, why they're not printing that kind of stuff. I just think there's so many people in this now. It wasn't just a 2020 fad. Like, it wasn't just people coming in because of COVID and the board and they want to get their old Pokemon cards out. People remembered, oh, this is freaking awesome. I love it. And then they're not leaving.
Yeah.
They're still in it. Like, so many people are still in it. And kids, all the kids freaking love it. Like, they're crazy about it. So we'll continuously have new people jumping in as well. I just think the market just in every direction just seems hot. Like, everyone's playing Pocket. Everyone's like trying to get the newest set. You know, everyone's grading, selling singles. I mean, I haven't done well at listing lately, but the other day I had a bit of free time. I listed 3 cards. They were sold by the morning. All 3 sold. I thought they were going to sit there for weeks or months or something. Literally all 3 sold within less than 10 hours. This market is insane. I mean, all my ETBs have been getting cleared out, all my sealed stuff, boxes, and I mean, there's a bunch. My shelf, I mean, I could probably show you. I have a shelf on top where I had it right up there. This was where all my sealed was, gone.
Empty.
Literally sold out. Oh God, now I messed the Zoom thing up. Yeah, literally gone. So
that's wild. Yeah, it's definitely a hell of a time. I do think this is, even if it retraced, there ain't no way it's going back to, I think, what it was when it retraced previously. Mm-mm. Like when that Giratina dropped down, graded in a 10 to 150, it being where it is now, man, that would be a hell of a fall. And now we're seeing some of the vintage cards, the base Charizard, the PSA 9s up 1,300, starting to creep up. Some of these are starting to creep a little bit. Wild.
And we're about to get, people are about to get like tax money and stuff. I know we had a little jump the past couple of years. There's been a little bit of excitement around tax time, and then it seems to die off. You know, in the spring a little bit, it seems to calm down. So maybe in the spring, you know, after these hype sets have hit, you know, maybe after Rocket, things will cool down a bit. But I don't think so. Things feel really good right now. Things feel really hot. I think it's a good time to move stuff around and position yourself well. I don't know if it's a good time to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Unsure on that.
Depends. Yeah, I'd say it depends super what you're buying, but I feel like some sealed still probably depends what it is.
I think there's still some Sword and Shield that's lower than it should be.
For sure. That is for sure. Battle styles, like some of that stuff, like people are eating through everything, ripping for. I saw probably 7 posts today of people buying sealed packs. They don't want a sealed product because that costs extra. They're trying to buy sealed packs. Nostalgianomics, Dan, 5 people on Facebook groups, literally with like the same post. Hey, I need sealed packs. Like these people, that many people asking for sealed packs, those are going to go up in price next. So you better grab your ankles, everybody. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot of people looking for just sealed packs because they know that's the cheapest thing on the market. And there's a lot of people biting.
They're not gonna print them, are they? I can't see them printing a Sword and Shield set at this point.
No, I wouldn't imagine that at all. They would be.
So the only way is up then, right?
Pretty much all of the Scarlet Violet sets, I think, are sold out of Pokemon Center except 1 or 2. I think 1. And I forget what it is. Somebody just told me in a message, and I don't even remember, but it's dwindling. Hasn't been a lot of reprints.
I would like to see some cool promos. Not necessarily Pokemon Center ones, but just in general. I don't feel like I feel like a lot of effort's been put into the ETB promos, obviously, but
yeah,
there just hasn't been like cool promos much lately. I don't think, like in special sets and boxes, in special boxes and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I one of my last favorite like special box promos is that like Mega Blastoise or something. It's got like all the like 17 things coming out of his shell. Love that card. Yeah. That card's slept on. It's probably expensive now, and I don't even know it, but it was a cool card.
Heard it here first.
All right, bud. So, slabs or sealed product? This being the Slab podcast, I hope you. I'm curious to see where your loyalties lie. If you had to pick one to be with you into eternity, obviously sealed product you can open and enjoy. Slabs are just slabs. Which one would you eliminate or have the rest of your life and get rid of the other one?
For me,
why? Yeah,
it'd be slabs. I think if I was making a business decision, I'd probably go sealed. I have a love-hate relationship with sealed. I love it because I've made a lot of money selling it, buying and selling it and stuff. I've done pretty well with sealed stuff. But I have a hate relationship because I've had really bad luck with most sets that I've opened sealed product of. I got lucky with the first few sets of Scarlet and Violet that I opened. I got the hit card in each of them. But in general, like most boxes I've opened of everything else and everything since, I've had terrible luck. So maybe it's me, I don't know. Maybe it's just a luck thing. But there's like that love-hate there because I know I can do a lot with it financially. I know there's potential in the future for growth. We see it in all the sets. We see them all growing. But with slabs, I know what I'm getting. I know exactly what I'm buying. I know exactly what I'm paying. I know exactly what it is. I know the grade. I know what it looks like. I know where my heart is at with it. And I would feel like really confident in what I'm doing. And I'd probably enjoy it because I'd be able to look at it and be able to put it in a part of the collection, registry, whatever. Like, I feel like it has more utility, I think is the word, right? It has a bit more utility. There's more I can do with it in my head. What about you?
I would think that sealed would have more utility. Slabs, I feel like the utility for me is like I buy it and I set it. But I think I'm the same way. In you being able to buy what you want, what the grade it is, just having sealed and just having to be the binder boy, and you got to then rip through everything. I mean, it's enjoyable, but holy shit, it's expensive, right? We both know how expensive that can be. That ripping sealed.
Oh,
so yeah, I would be slabs as well for sure. Thoroughly.
Yeah. You don't know what you're buying with sealed. I don't know what's in these boxes. I mean, I could have nothing. I could have the best hit in each one of them. Who knew?
Yeah, I am a pretty lucky puller apparently, but
that's what she said.
Like my luck's gonna run out. Yeah, my luck's gonna run out. I should stop opening while I'm ahead.
I don't know. You had a pretty good Christmas time with it.
Yeah. Thanks again for that God box I got of English products. Jesus. Like I was. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're good. Go ahead.
That was Twilight Masquerade, right? I think it was called. I was thinking. I mentioned in the video. I don't know if I've ever opened a full booster box for myself. I've opened an ETB. I've opened UPC of Pokemon, though. I don't think I've ever had, before that one, ripped the whole thing for myself. Like I said, I've opened a Lost Origin box, and I gave half the packs to my son, half the packs to my daughter when it was like $90.
Yep.
But, yeah, that was a lot of freaking packs. Holy shit. It's crazy.
Feels like, okay, got another pack. Like,
yeah, I know.
Feels like there's a lot when you actually going through it.
More than twice as big as a UPC, and a UPC was a shit ton for me. I'm like, Jesus. 18 per side. I'm like, God damn, this shit just keeps going.
And it's such a small box.
No,
it doesn't look like there's even that many in there.
Yeah, and then I hear who's it, PK or somebody talking about how many packs he's ripped. I'm like, God, that's a lot of effing packs, dude.
Rattle.
And he's like small. Yeah, Rattle. These guys are like small potatoes compared to like some of these people out here right now. It's
wild. PK. You're talking about with Fanatics, right?
Yeah, through Catch 'em All. Yeah,
I can't imagine. I jumped in and I was watching not long ago, and I can't imagine how many they were running through on that. Like, just insane.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
It would be fun to rip all those packs, but Jesus Christ, my fingers.
That's what it's all about, right?
Carpal tunnel.
You open it, you try and get the card you want. You know, that's the fundamental of the hobby. That's where it all started.
While we're talking about packs, did you see? You probably didn't yet. Rattle's video today about like there's a little handheld scanner that you could scan through walls, drywall for like pipes or other things or something like that, and you could use it to slide a pack through to see if it's a hollow.
Yeah, I saw people talking about it. I haven't watched the video yet. They were saying it was like super cheap too.
$13.
It was like, you know, the price of a couple of packs. Seems like a no-brainer, but how accurate is a $13 scanner, and what is it really going to tell you? Like, obviously, you're going to know if there's, you know, some kind of hollow, you know, for you move it around or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, in the older sets it matters more because there's not hollows in every pack.
I mean, vintage, like base and stuff, like no brainer. But right now, I mean,
you get away those, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting though, like the Lost Origins and stuff like that. You could do that for the whole box. You'll set the 6 packs of sides that have hollows, sell the other 30. That dude gets effing cooked. Yeah,
I've never bought a loose pack.
Us normal people would never. It's people that
never done it.
Rip and ship. Those are like the only ones. And
I have done that. I have done that.
Really?
Actually, I have with like old school Pokemon and people. But honestly, even then, I think it's probably been sealed. I've probably bought boxes. I think now. Ironically, I bought into Pokevolt's first ever rip and ship he did back in the day when there was like 300 of us or something on his YouTube. I was like third in line or something. I think he deleted the video. I don't even know if it's up anymore. But yeah, I bought into that, and a couple after. I've just never really had good luck with any rip and ships.
Bought into a $300 rip and ship?
No, his first 2 or 3 videos that he did where he was like, you buy it, and then he was doing that kind of stuff. And then since then, I've bought with a bunch of people, but I've never really like bought loose packs for myself, like to open or try and chase or anything. It's always been sealed, pretty much.
Yeah,
that I can think of. I don't think I've ever sold loose packs either.
Nope.
I don't like the loose pack thing.
Me either. No. If I did, it would be because I bought all the Blooming Waters things from Costco, broke them down, and sold them to a rip and stripper. Rip and stripper.
and it would be one that you know.
Yeah.
One that you've already met at the club before, and it'd be one that you know, they trust you, and they know like what you can tell them what you did. You know, you could get it. Hey, I don't have the $13 scanner. You know, did that tickle you?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
A little bit.
Getting late.
Yeah.
A couple more things here before we close it down. Are you pre-ordering? You got pre-orders out for any of this garbage coming out?
Like Prismatic Evolutions.
Yep.
Pokemon Center pre-ordering. I'm not doing crazy eBay pre-order price stuff. None of that. But I've pre-ordered every Scarlet Violet set.
So do you for Prismatic, do you have like one case of ETBs, or do you have like 17 addresses? You got like a bunch coming?
I think I ordered 4.
Which is a case.
But I don't think they let me. I think I had to do. I don't think it's a case. I think I ended up having to do it in 2s. I don't think it actually let me check out with 4.
I did.
I think they blocked it. They must have got hit really hard. Yeah. And when I got to it, it would only let me select 2.
About that. Yeah.
So I don't have a case, but I got kind of. They're not going to send it me as 4. They're going to send it as separate orders. I know that they're not that smart. They don't know how to. They don't know how to run the warehouse delivery system, but yeah. So I got some of that coming. I only ordered 2 of the Surgeon Sparks because I wanted to open one for myself to try and grab a Pika to grade, for myself to Pikachu, and
that would have been gas.
Wah. Yeah. So I didn't record it because I was like, no, I'm not even going to bother. I know I'm not going to hit anything. I didn't hit anything. Record it. I was like, I just knew. I've just had terrible luck lately. I don't know what it is. Dry spell.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
What about the Team Rocket set? And that is available for pre-order on forgedfire.com.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was. I don't know. It was already pre-ordered.
That's the only website, I believe, to the hobby's knowledge. $160 a box. They don't even have pictures yet, and I don't think Pokemon's confirmed it's a booster box, but they're pre-ordering booster boxes.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Seems
I might get a booster box of that.
Yeah. I'd like to. For sure.
Maybe we should do an opening.
Well, like that's a set. That and the hero set, I would love to open those, probably, depending on the set size. And like I said, knowing some of the characters, like the actual trainers now, and I've played the trainers, and it was cool. Like I saw one of the cards on something recently of one of the new sets that coming in Japanese, and it was the actual gym trainer with their Pokemon that I played against. I'm like, that's pretty fucking dope, even though I clapped her cheeks. But it's cool.
Yeah, that is. I like it. I think there's a lot of like story you could build into that.
It's same
the cards and the artworks,
Same vibes as Gym Heroes, because literally, like, those are the Pokemon that the gym trainer, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu and Blaine's Ninetales, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Looking forward to it.
I love it. All right, Matt, to 2.
Yeah, you pre-order?
No, is that available for pre-order?
No, definitely not.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna say I haven't heard anything at all. I know we said we were hoping we're gonna hear something by January. Let's kick off the year with something. It's been crickets. I haven't heard anything.
So I put it on here because I joined their Discord.
Yeah. That old one. Do they have a new one?
The old one, same one.
Okay.
They pretty much. I think they just blocked everybody from posting, and it's just like update central. By updates, I mean teasers, images of cards. So that's all they've done in there is like give very bland updates and shown teasers of card images.
I hadn't seen that.
And there's cool arts, but
oh my god, there's a lot of stuff they've done.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of arts in there for sure. But I would like with the game launching in the first quarter of this year, according to people that have talked about it, I would like to start seeing some stuff about gameplay or a picture of a card and how the layout looks, and time to start getting me interested instead of just keep showing me pictures, because I don't care just about pictures as a person that likes trading card games. I understand you showing the pictures. These are arts. It's very cool, but I want to know how the game works. I know everybody does. Just give me a little tease. Show me the bottom right corner, the top right corner, top left corner. That would be cool. Like every Friday for a month, to give me a corner of the card. That'd be dirty.
Do you think there will be a CollectorCon with a line waiting up for the promos?
You just looked at that, yeah.
Look to what?
They have a partnership with CollectCon. They'll be at the Miami CollectCon, and they have promos.
I swear to God, I didn't see it. I was looking at the picture of the Hornet thing that they posted.
So yeah, if you scroll just above that, it should say, I think, CollectCon partnership. They'll be in the Miami one for their first one, and they'll have alpha promos, limited supply.
Card Collector Convention Series in the US. Let's come by. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, yep, coming to Miami CollectCon for the first time.
Do you think they'll be doing promos? Do you think they'll be giving out promos?
It's on there. It says they're doing alpha promos. It's like in their little video clip. There's like a small video.
Oh, clip. Yeah, I didn't watch it. Yeah, I was just looking at the message that you said.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a video clip that shows promos like for 3 seconds. So
predictable.
Yeah.
I figured that was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they cooked well after their first show. Their first show that they did with CollectCon ever was very dead. I could walk right up to the front of the table at any time. But after the first show, it did really well. It was a long line every time. So
I didn't even get in any of the lines. Like, it was every time I went, it was nuts. I was like, I don't want anything to do with that.
I feel like it'll be nuts off the rip again. People hoping, oh, these are the new alpha cards. Let's get these investments going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've been itching for a while too, right? It's been a minute.
When is Miami CollectCon? Do you know?
No.
Miami 25 March. Okay. March 29th, 30th. That Miami? So yeah, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Yep.
They must be ready to print stuff now then.
Like, yeah, they'll have alpha cards there in their post. So,
but I mean, like, they're not going to be marketing themselves if they don't even sell anything yet. Like, surely they need to have something on the market if they're going to be spending money doing marketing.
Yeah, I think they said it should be launching Q1. So March 29th is end of Q1.
Maybe that's it. They're shooting for around that time. Get the hype going.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
We'll see. New year, new zoo.
It's going to be awesome, man. I look forward to more podcasts this year than last. We'll see how we can do here. You got a class starting?
Started on Monday. Already getting my ass kicked.
Son of a bitch. Mine is an expedited class, and it starts in March, ends in May. So it's like 7 or 8 weeks.
Yeah, you're going to be busy with that.
Yeah, same as my last one. But, man, I tell you, it was so nice finishing in 8 weeks.
Oh,
I was at like week 5. I'm like,
blast through it.
I'm almost done. I'm like, I look at the calendar. I'm done in 3 weeks, dude. Let's go.
I think this one's like 16 weeks. That's what I'm doing. Doing 2 classes.
Yeah, I think that's I'm not going to like that when I go back to doing. I did 2 expedited classes back to back, and then doing a 15-week course is going to blow. It's going to be so slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they still throw so much work at you, though.
I know. I feel like the amount of work I received, I was like, all right, it ain't really fucking double, people. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm being scammed. So
yeah.
I feel like the amount of work I got in a 16-week course was about the same every week.
Yeah, I have a long list of stuff to do by Monday already, the first week. This one guy gave me 6 chapters to do on one thing. I'm like, I don't even understand any of it. So
give me his address. I'll send him a bag of shit on fire.
Florida people. All right,
already.
Let's wrap it. You got anything else to add? Did we run through everything?
That's it. Peace.
Let's do it. Thanks, everyone. Welcome to 2025 Slabbed Podcast. That was fun, exciting. Glad to be back with you guys after the holidays. Fantastic talking with you there, Josh. And have a great week, everyone.
You too. Everyone, leave a spicy comment.
Spicy comment. Good call. See you guys.